Welcome to Addiction Group's podcast, where we address pressing questions about addiction. Our goal is to provide insight and guidance for those seeking answers. I'm your host, Anna. Today on Addiction Group's podcast, we're delving into a tough but crucial topic, dealing with alcoholic parents. To guide us through this challenging subject, I'm joined by Ben, an expert in addiction and treatment. Ben, thanks for coming on the show.
It's great to be here, Anna. Thank you for having me.
Let's jump right in. Many listeners might be facing the reality of an alcoholic parent. Can you tell us why it's important to address this issue?
Certainly. Alcohol addiction is a severe problem, and it doesn't just affect the individual, it impacts the whole family. Addressing it head-on is the first step in preventing relationships from fracturing and avoiding further family complications.
That makes sense. How can someone approach a parent about their addiction without causing too much conflict?
It's a delicate situation. The key is to approach them with empathy and kindness, helping them feel supported rather than judged. You don't want to speak to them when they are under the influence. Instead, find a time when they're sober and use non-confrontational I statements to express your concerns.
What are some signs that a parent might be struggling with alcoholism?
Look out for mood swings, making excuses to drink, or drinking secretly. Those are a few early indicators that someone may be developing alcohol addiction.
Considering the effect this has on the family, especially children, what impact does an alcoholic parent have on their kids?
It's a profound impact, Anna. The children might grow up in an environment of fear, emotional chaos, and lack stability. They may take on roles like the caregiver or the hero to cope with the dysfunction, and these roles can affect them well into adulthood.
How do the children of alcoholics typically behave?
Many children may feel compelled to take on too much responsibility, or conversely, might become indifferent to responsibilities altogether. They could also have trust issues, have a heightened sensitivity to criticism, or feel a deep sense of inadequacy.
So these behavioral traits they develop, is it something that happens naturally?
They're often a reaction to the environment. Being in a home that's unpredictable or even volatile can lead to developing these traits as a form of survival.
If someone listening is in this situation, where can they find support or resources?
There are many resources available, from 12-step programs like Al-Anon to therapy and recovery groups. It's crucial to reach out and not face this alone.
And if a listener's parent is ready to seek treatment, what options are there?
There's a range of options, from inpatient and outpatient treatment to therapy and support groups. The right choice depends on the individual's needs, but the most important thing is taking that first step towards recovery.
Ben, this conversation is super helpful for anyone grappling with this in their family. Any final thoughts you'd like to share?
Helping an alcoholic parent is never easy, and it's important not to do it alone. Seek out support, stay honest, and remember that you can only do so much. Protecting your own mental and emotional well-being is just as important as trying to help your parent.
Thanks so much for your insights, Ben. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in to Addiction Group's podcast. Stay tuned for more discussions on important topics like this. Take care and be well. Thank you for tuning into Addiction Group's podcast. We hope our discussions bring clarity to your queries about addiction. Remember, we're here to support and guide you. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.